Hey, my name is Aditya, and in this video, I'll talk about what you'll need to submit a FAFSA or WASFA. So you may remember from my last video that step one of completing FAFSA or WASFA is collecting and preparing all the information and documents that you'll need to create an account and fill out the application. Like I said, this is probably the most challenging step of the FAFSA or WASFA, just because tax forms and income records kind of suck, but we're gonna get through it together. So that we're ready and prepared to fill out the FAFSA on October 1st and maximize our offer. Okay, you ready? Here it is in detail. I promise it looks a lot worse than it actually will most likely be for you. Some things to highlight are that to fill out the FAFSA, you do need to provide the information from points 1 through 6 for both yourself and your parents or guardians. So both you and a parent or guardian will have to create a FSA ID, which is a FAFSA account. But if you didn't file taxes in 2019, which most of you probably didn't, you'll mostly just have to provide financial information for your parents, which makes it a lot easier. Do be aware that they also ask for your parents' social security numbers. If either of your parents don't have a social security number or are undocumented, they can just put in all zeros. And if you indicate that you are an eligible non-citizen, they'll ask you for your A number or alien registration number. Please excuse the problematic name. You can find that on the back of your green card, or if you have a permanent resident green card, it's the same as your US CIS number. You do also need to tell the FAFSA which schools you're applying to, so that they can send your information there, which means part of preparing all your information is figuring out which schools you want to apply to, which programs you want to apply to. You can always add them after you submit the FAFSA, but again, you want the school to have your information as soon as possible to maximize your chances at getting the most aid. Here is a more basic checklist you can take a picture of to help you keep track of what information you have and what you still need to collect. I've edited this one so that it's up to date for the 2021-2022 FAFSA. So if you Google it, just make sure that you check the dates. Real quick, on the day you fill out the FAFSA, when you get to the section where you put in all your financial information, it will ask you if you want to use the IRS data retrieval tool to link to the IRS database and transfer you or your parents' tax information directly from the IRS database to your FAFSA. Sometimes this works and you can actually avoid putting in any of your tax information manually. If this works for you, great. Definitely use it. It will save you a bunch of time and help you avoid being selected for verification, which if you're not sure what that is, check out my video on that. However, it rarely does work, and a lot of people end up having to put in their information manually, which is why it's so important to be prepared, start collecting your information now, so you're ready to go that day. Okay, for my WASFA folks, the list is almost identical, except obviously you will need a WASFA account instead of an FSA ID. You yourself don't need a social security number. If you have one, you should give your social security number, DACA number, or individual taxpayer identification number. Again, if you have one. If not, you do not need any of those. Do not worry, it's okay. You can still fill out the application. You will still get offered financial aid money. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to your counselor or the college access team at Kent Meridian. Check your email for that, and thanks for listening. Good luck.